So in this video, I'm going to show you how to structure, start and grow your ad account from complete scratch. Because there's a lot of content online, a lot of people post on YouTube, Twitter, different social media channels around, hey, this is the way you should run ads, this is what you should do with ads. There's actually a big lack of content of someone actually just getting their ad account up and actually walking you through exactly what it looks like. Most of the time, the content is, someone talking to a camera, they'll put up a few screenshots where relevant, but we all know that type of content doesn't really show you the full story. And if you're a media buyer or an advertiser, or you're looking to grow your company online with paid advertising, you literally just want someone to open up their ad account and just show you exactly what's going on inside. And that's what I'm going to do in this video. Now, I get it. Not everyone can show everything that's going on inside their ad account. One of the reasons why I haven't done it too much on this channel is because of client confidentiality, right? Our clients have trust in us to manage their ads, manage their budgets. It's got a lot of data and assets inside that ad account. And it's sometimes a bit unresponsible if I was to just open up their own ad account on my YouTube every single day. Especially if potential competitors are looking at it, or just whatever it is, right? The potential negatives are there, and that's why it's probably not right that I open up a client's ad account and just show everyone what's happening inside every single video, which is why I haven't done it. I do have some videos on the channel where I do walk you through certain campaigns, but it's not something I would do on every single video. But what I'm going to do is actually walk you through one of my company's ad accounts. So it's just my company and my data. I will blur some stuff out. Just again, because I don't want competitors and stuff, figuring out exactly like the targeting and stuff like that. But I'll walk you through it and I'll tell you what I'm doing. And what's cool is that if you've been watching any of the other videos on the channel, specifically the diaries updates, you will know that one of the companies that I own, we've actually had a bit of trouble with our ad account recently. The ad account that we were using got disabled. There was some payment issue, basically. None of the ads actually got rejected, but there was just a mess up with the payment, and it was unusual activity. They banned the ad account. We're trying to get it back, but we have created a new ad account, and we're starting running ads from there. So what I thought would be cool is I'll just show you an inside of the new ad account. It's a completely new ad account. I'll show you what I do when I open a new ad account, how to warm it up, how to start testing, and then we'll just take it from there. And if feedback on the video is good, then maybe I'll make more of these where I just kind of walk you through exactly what I'm doing inside of the ad account. Now, another big thing that I believe that I do I know that I do, I suppose, when it comes to kind of like business and the content that I produce online, is that I implement what I preach. I don't just tell you, hey, this is the strategy to go and follow, and then I go and do something different. And again, if any of you have been following me for a little while, you'll know that this is my $10 million ad structure. So this is how basically I start and scale different ad accounts. I have multiple videos. There's one on the channel where I actually walk you through this document. If you want this document yourself so you can download it, make a copy of it, assess it a little bit more, then I'll leave a link to that in the comments of this video. But I basically walk you through the structure and how I would set up an ad account. Again, I won't go into the details here. You can if you download it in the comments, then I'll also send you the video for it as well. So I'll have a video walkthrough. Anyway, I just want to show you basically that I am actually implementing this for my own business. And again, we're starting the ad account from scratch. So we do have some previous knowledge, obviously, and data of what's worked previously, because we have had another ad account, but the process of like warming an ad account up and getting it going is, I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing. And it does follow this phase one approach. So you can see here, I've got one campaign for warm, which is basically retargeting, and you can see the different lists that I have here, or the different audiences. So Facebook, Instagram, website visitors, and remarketing lists, which is an email list. And then you can see interests here and lookalikes. And so this is what I would do. I'm going to run into the ad account now. So as you can see, fresh ad account, right? There's no campaigns. This is just all the campaigns inside of the ad account. So one thing I would do is if I was starting off with a new ad account, the worst thing you can do is open up a new ad account and straight away you start running conversion campaigns to like a landing page. It's too risky. What I like to do is spend at least, you can see here actually, I'll just go to like all time. You can see here I created this ad account on the 26th of October. So I've had it for a little while, but we've just been starting to run ads from it. Anyway, what I like to do when I open up a new ad account is spend at least $100 on a page like campaign. So the ad is super, super simple. It's a basic ad. I just target like a wide range. Like I'm not going for page likes, but I'm just setting up a page like campaign because these are always going to get approved. You're never going to have any policy issues. The copy on the page like campaign is super simple. The copy of the ad literally says, like my page to learn about X. So if I was a fitness coach, I would just be like my page to learn about fitness, like my page to learn about business, like my page to learn about yoga. You get the point, right? Again, don't do like my page to learn how to make money or anything like that. That could get the ad account banned or get the ad rejected. Super bland copy. It's just, again, you're not going for page likes. You're just showing Facebook that you're a real person and that you're actually just, spending money. So what happens is when you open up a new ad account from the beginning, Facebook will bill you pretty much straight away. After you spend a couple of dollars, Facebook will make the first bill on your card because they want to make sure that the card is valid and that the payments are going to go through. So you want to start that off as soon as possible to do a page like campaign. Again, you can do some detailed targeting if you want to, but it doesn't really matter. I do it. So I would pick for us, let's see, let's go in. So for us, for example, we're spending 20 a day. And if we go into edit here, I'm going to blur out some of the pages and stuff just for competitors. But you can see here that we're just targeting, for us, we're just targeting women, but, most people can do all. It's just because our demographic is women. I'm just targeting the top countries. I have one interest in here. But again, I don't care about the page likes, honestly. I'm my mindset is well, if I'm running a page like campaign, I might as well run it to potential people who would want my product. So this is a target interest that I think would be a decent audience for what we want to achieve. But I'm not expecting to get any customers on this. I just don't want to run a page like campaign to low cost countries and our page analytics get messed up. And potentially our pixel to get messed up with data from poor countries or people who aren't interested in what we have to offer. I don't even know if that happens. I don't even know if that's right, what I just said. I'm not going for anything here other than just showing Facebook that, hey, we're compliant and our card goes through. So I don't really care about the end result, but I just don't want to take the risk of running it to low cost countries where, we could mess up the analytics or mess up the pixel. Anyway, so this is the first campaign that I run. And I just have one ad in there. It's honestly just an image of my business partner. She's just facing the camera and it just says, like my page to learn about X, right? And X is our niche. So that's what I would do when you're just starting off an ad account from scratch. Now, next up is the campaigns that we run. So as I mentioned previously in the ad scaling document, there's 3 campaigns that we start with that are testing campaigns. We have a retargeting campaign, we have a lookalike campaign, and we have an interest campaign. Now, again, if you don't have any audience, right? If you don't have anyone on Instagram, you don't have anyone on Facebook, you don't have an email list, and you don't already have an active pixel that has data on it, then you're probably not going to be able to run any retargeting campaigns. So you can just forget about this one. For us, we do have a bit of a Facebook audience, although it's not very big. We have about 40K followers on Instagram. We have about 22,000 people email list. And we have, basically I created a new pixel with this ad account. So that pixel has no data, but I have basically a good, point is that to have backup pixels. So anytime on any of our funnels, we have multiple pixels. So if an ad account goes down, like ours did, that pixel is usually lost as well. But we have a backup pixel that is still gathering all the data that isn't associated with that ad account that we can then use in a new ad account if that old one gets banned. Hopefully that makes sense. I'm not sure if it did. If you've got any questions on that, then again, just put a comment below and I'll answer it. But basically, we have pixel data because we had a backup pixel that was gathering all of the data on our funnel when the other ad account was running the ads. We didn't use that pixel for the campaign, but the pixel was still present on all of the funnel pages and still all the different events were triggered. So we were able to still use that pixel to create retargeting audiences. So essentially, you can see right now, we just have this is an Instagram engaged 180 days, and this is an all website visitor 180 days. We don't have that much pixel data that we can start creating any big audiences off like initiate checkouts or leads or sales. It's just not worth it for us right now because we don't have that much volume. So to begin with, I recommend everyone just do all website visitors. And when you get, 1,000 plus leads or 2,000 leads, 10,000 leads, 10,000 sales or whatever it is, then you can start retargeting those. But to begin with, we just do all website visitors, which you can see here. And like I mentioned, our Facebook audience isn't that big. Plus, when my business partner originally created her Facebook business page, she was running another business in a different niche. And therefore, some of that Facebook audience isn't actually relevant to this offer that we're promoting with this ad campaign. And therefore, we're not going to use it. So that's why, even though I recommend people do all website visitors, IG engaged, email lists, and Facebook, we're not doing Facebook. We haven't launched the email retargeting list just yet, just purely because, we have a budget of 100 a day right now. That's what I'm spending in the beginning. And, retargeting, a lot of people on that list already know about our offers and we're emailing them, all the time with it as well. So I will set that email retargeting up eventually, but again, it's still not the biggest audience in the world. It's only 22,000 people, and those 22,000 people, some of them are in like low cost / poorer countries. So yeah, again, it's not like a big priority for us right now. So that's that. Now, just to begin with as well, I don't know whether it's because this ad account is linked to my business manager, and my business manager has been around for a long time. We've spent a lot of money in that business manager, like being an advertising partner of our clients' accounts at the agency. So what was interesting was when I created this account, I looked at the budget limit, and it was already above like $1,000. So I can spend up to $1,000 a day on this ad account. Now, usually when you open an ad account brand new, you'll have like a limit of around like $50 a day. And you can only spend max $50 a day for a certain period of time. Facebook doesn't tell you exactly when that is going to be lifted. It's just random. Sometimes it takes a week. Sometimes it takes a couple of weeks. But you have to be hitting the limit every single day. So if this was a regular ad account that I started from scratch and it was a new business manager, I'd probably have the $50 limit. And I would have to spend $50 a day every single day for like 7 to 21 days. It could even be longer for that budget to get lifted. But luckily, for whatever reason, Facebook isn't predictable with this stuff. I looked and we were able to spend more than $50 straight away, which is now why as soon as we launched the campaigns, we were able to spend $100 a day right from the off. So this is how I would structure it anyway. I would have these are just free testing campaigns, nothing scaling right now because it's brand new. We have one for interests, one for retargeting, you can see here, RT, and then one for lookalikes. Now, again, you can just follow the ad scaling document where I run through what type of lookalikes and what type of interests. Maybe I can create another video. I don't want this video to go on for too long. But effectively, what you want in here basically is We have 5 different interests right now. Again, if our budget was bigger, I would do more. But we have 5 interests that we feel is going to work for our audience. And then in the lookalikes, we just have a couple. So it all makes up, I think, about $100 a day. And again, for us anyway, we're targeting the top 6 countries. So Australia, New Zealand, UK, Ireland, Canada, US. Now, and then further, when we analyze the data, maybe I'll do another video on that. I'll maybe do like campaigns for specific countries, but for right now, we're targeting them all. That's just the way we do it because we know our audience is from those different countries. If you're just one country specific, then we would have just done that as well. Now, one thing to note here is that you'll see in the campaign name, we've got IG Story here. Now, for most of every single account, we would never just launch IG Story ads, and that's not something we would do. However, like I mentioned, we have been running ads for this campaign previously. Now, in the previous campaign, in the previous ad account, we were doing some tests, and we basically found that the Instagram story placement was working the best. Plus, some of the ads that we filmed were vertical, and they were like made for Instagram stories, basically. And when we launched that campaign with just Instagram stories as a test, that outperformed everything else we were doing. So I already had some previous data where I knew for this exact offer, the Instagram story ads that we had already had recorded were working well. So that's why I've started with Instagram story ads, because I had previous data and I knew they were working. If this was just me brand new, without any previous data, then I would just do basically all placements. So this is basically the campaign structure. And then when we go in here, you'll be able to see that we have free ads. So for us right now, and again, I run through this on the ad scaling document, we have done videos because again, it's Instagram story. So this is a video, there's 3 different videos and 1 piece of ad copy. For Instagram stories, obviously the video is much more influential than the copy that's used in the text. So it just makes sense to test the video first. So we tend to have 2 to 4 ads within one ad set. We don't like to do any more than that. And even 4 is a bit much for us. We usually have 2 to 3. We had 3 videos, so I'm going to test 3 videos. So that's basically how we structure the ad account. And you'll be able to see it probably more effectively from a bird's eye point of view using this document. So we have 1 retargeting campaign, 1 interest campaign, 1 lookalike campaign. If we had a bigger budget, we would have 10 lookalikes, 10 interests, and at least 4 retargeting campaigns. And again, you can just use this document to see which ones we would use. But it's, if you get into the document, it's pretty self-explanatory. So this is the exact structure that I'm using inside of my brand new ad account, just on a slightly smaller scale. Now, if we look at the data, because obviously that's important. Now, we're just testing right now, and, as is with a test, you're going to lose a little bit of money in the beginning. So just to give you some clarity, I can't map it out right now, but this is basically to a low-ticket product. So this is to a low-ticket workshop. The workshop is $47, and then there's an order bump. There's also an upsell. The order bump is $7 right now, so pretty low order bump. And then the one-time offer afterwards is $66. And then after someone purchases that, they go into a nurture sequence where we sell them our 1K program. Right? So that's the goal, is to get 1K buyers. But for this offer in this niche in this business, we've decided to run to a low-ticket product first to build that trust and credibility. So for us, I don't have the exact numbers up. Obviously, the product is $47. The average order value is going to be more than that because there's an order bump and a one-time offer. For the next video, I'll get the data on what the average order value is. I should know that off the top of my head. But as you can see here, we just launched this test basically this last week. So there's not that much data. We've only got a couple of sales through, right? So I suppose not good in the beginning. We've spent $206 and we've made back about $100. So not the best in the world. But again, if you go into this campaign here, you'll see that we've got a purchase on this for $20. This is only $61. So, our average order value could reach $60. And then these have only spent, this one has only spent $20. These individually have only spent $40 each. So again, even if one of these gets a sale, then, we're break even / profitable. And then even if and this is only at the ad set level, right? So when you break it down even further, you can see here that this ad has got this sale for $9, which is obviously very, very good. So in the beginning, when you analyze the data, you are always going to, in the beginning from the campaign level, you're going to be like, oh shit, I'm losing money, right? Because this has got everything combined. But when you break it down per ad set and per ad, it can actually look profitable. Yeah, maybe on the next video, I'll do a full breakdown of the analysis, but I just wanted to show you what data we're looking at. But that's how I structure my ad account from scratch. And I'll run these 2 campaigns and analyze this data. And then based on this, I will either create, if the ads flop, for example, or if these doesn't get results, I'll launch some more interest and some more lookalikes to see if it's an audience issue. If it's not, then I'll probably and it's still none of these work, then I'll scrap these 3 campaigns and I'll launch them again, but have this time different ads, right? Because if none of it works, then, I can test interest for the rest of my life. But realistically, if I test 5 to 10 different interests and the ads don't work, then, then it's probably not an interest issue. It's probably an ad issue. So that's what I would do. And then, again, this is how it's structured in the beginning. You can follow the ad document to understand the next phase. Again, maybe I'll do a different video on that. But for this video, I just wanted to show you basically how I would structure and set up an ad account from scratch. Thanks for watching the video. If you've got any questions about any of this stuff, then just drop a comment below and I'll get back to you in the comments.